Hello everyone, my name is Anas Namti. We hear me? We hear me?
Yes, yes.
Sir, we can hear you, sir. Please
My
continue.
name is Anas Namti. I'm from Morocco. I'm a teacher of physics and chemistry in qualifying secondary education. Currently, I'm continuing my doctoral studies in microelectronics in the specialty of power management integrated circuits. The subject of my communication is entitled a robust frequency compensation technique for on-chip output capacitor three-stage low dropout linear regulator. The table of contents is as follows. We start with an introduction, then we see the need of use multiple stage LDO. After we study the stability of the three-stage LDO with the simulation example, then we give the proposed compensation technique. After we present the simulation results and discussion, and at the end we give a conclusion and the perspectives. Introduction. LDO regulators play a very important role in the integrated power management unit in modern portable electronic devices, such as cell phones, laptops, Internet of Things, electronics, etc. They scale down the supply voltage to provide for many various other blocks. As shown in this figure, this is an example of simple power management units. This figure represents the synoptic diagram of a simple power management integrated circuits unit and the shapes of the various existing voltage. The voltage VBAT of the battery discharge linearly with time, so it requires management. The step-down DC-DC converter lowers the level of VBAT and provides a regulated voltage VA, which contains large ripples due to the switching noise which comes from the high operating frequency of DC-DC converter. This voltage constitutes the input supply voltage of an LDO regulator and his internal voltage reference VRF. The role of the regulator voltage is to suppress or reducing the ripple voltage in the DC-DC converter to supply a load such as memory or processor or a low noise radio frequency block. Why do you need a multiple stage LDO? As shown in this figure, this is an example of implementation of LDO regulator. The LDO regulator is formed by three fundamental elements: an error amplifier, a pass transistor which supplies the current necessary for the load, and the resistive feedback network which form a loop. The voltage regulator requires a voltage reference which serves as an internal comparison voltage. The pass transistor works as a variable resistor controlled by the gate voltage of pass transistor, which is the difference between the divided voltage from the output and the reference voltage. Notice that the LDO regulator need a compensation network for enhanced stability. An important issue in LDO regulator design is stability. It has direct impacts on the transient response. In nanometric CMOS technology, such as 180 nanometer and below, especially for analog design, the channel length of MOSFET transistor is reducing. So the same reduction occurs in the voltage power supply. Consequently, the intrinsic gain of MOSFET is reduced because it's equal product of GM, the transconductance of MOSFET, and the output resistance of this MOSFET. The transconductance is inversely proportional to mean square to square root of length of channel length and R0 and air out is proportional to this channel length. So consequently, the intrinsic gain is proportional to square root of channel length. Consequently, the DC gain of overall LDO, noted H now, is reduced. For this cause, we need to use a multiple stage of error amplifier implementation, such as 2-stage or 3-stage. In this example, we use a 2-stage error amplifier in the red color. Consequently, closed loop response degrades by presence of multiple pole. This is the cause for need to develop a robust compensation method. Now we analyze this 3-stage LDO regulator, the small signal model to evaluate open loop transfer function of the uncompensated LDO system is given. The expression of transfer function show that the real half plane zero exists, and the denominator is formed by polynomial of 3 degree. The coefficient A1, A2, and A3 of the polynomial of the transfer function depend on the load currents. In case where the poles are separable, we have this expression of transfer function. It's contained a 3 negative real pole. We given the design simulation of uncompensated LDO regulator provides 1.2 volt and supplying 50 milliampere of output currents. As shown in body diagram, when current load is at maximal value in color, in blue color, the real half plus zero is shift to the high frequency, but the phase margin is insufficient, is inferior to 45 degrees. When the load current it's at minimum value, the real half plane zero is move to close to unity gain frequency. Thus, the phase margin is negative. Consequently, the LDO is unstable for any load condition for uncompensated LDO. So we need the pole zero consolidation by creating a left half plane zero and elimination real half plane zero. The stability has direct impacts in the transient response, as is shown in this figure. We have in transient load regulation an undershoots, because an undershoots and overshoots, and some oscillation in this delay delta T2 and delta T5, because the bandwidth and slow rates is limited, and also the phase margin is limited. Need to enhance slow rates as the gate of pass transistor. We present a design simulation of transient response. The transient response show that we have a large undershoot in step up current load variation, and we have a simulation. We have oscillation phenomenon in step down current load for large current load variation. For low current load variation, the undershoots can be reduced But in the modern system on-chip powered by LDO regulator, the LDO system should have a small response time for a large variation in load currents. Proposed compensation technique. Proposed compensation technique is improved version of classical Miller compensation with the current buffer and amplifier. The proposed circuit is formed by a combination of current buffer with the capacitor compensation to create a left half plane zero. This is her expression, and reduce overshoots combined with a current amplifier with the Miller compensation technique with null resistor. The rule of using null resistor is to eliminate a real half plane zero to cancel by moving this zero to left half plane to cancel the no dominant pole. This compensation enhances bad stability and transient response by reducing overshoots. To reduce both undershoots and overshoots, in addition, compensation circuits formed by PMOS current buffer is added, not shown in this slide. It's existing in the paper. The open loop transfer function of the proposed LDO regulator with compensation network is the following. Our compensation technique introduce 4 left half plane zero to enhance phase margin. But it introduces also 2 complex conjugate pole. Their location depends on output current load. Simulation results and discussion of the proposed method for compensation technique. The simulation result show that for any load condition of current load, the phase margin is greater than it's about 80 degrees, is constant for any load condition, and also the unity gain frequency is constant, is equal approximately.
Sir, Anas sir, sorry to disturb, sir. You've exceeded your time. Like, please quickly conclude,
excuse me. This is the comparison of proposed method with another method. The proposed method compensation ensures stability over the entire required load range as shown in blue graph. Conclusion and perspectives. In this work, a robust internal frequency compensation technique is proposed to enhance stability and transient response of the on-chip output stage load drop output linear regulator. The proposed compensation technique guarantees stability of the regulator for the whole range of the load current and especially at zero load currents. Not shown in this work, the proposed LDO regulator has low power ripple rejection and requires an enhancement circuit. This is well to be the focus of the future work. Thank you for your attention. Question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Do we have any questions from participants? So regarding this paper, do we have any questions?